Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. And actually I should say joining us because we have almost everyone today. We have Alex, we have Aaron, we have Betsy. I am wearing the Riviera top, and that is the project for August for So Confident. And I love it. I think it's just one of the most comfortable, easy breezy garments that I've had on all summer. As you know, we start with an original pattern. In this case, it's the Riviera shirt pattern, excuse me, which we've had for years really, but we've brought it back out. And this is what it looks like in its natural form. It's a loose one button, actually there's another button at the collar, but one button shirt. You can wear it as a jacket, has a long sleeve, and it has a traditional collar and stand. So this month we are taking this same shapes and turning it into a pullover. I have to look here, excuse me, my voice. The left front is crossing over the right front, and now it's sewn down. So it really is something you have to put over your head. I've added 3 buttons. A 4th button is included in the kit so that you can put it at the collar if you choose to do that. I prefer to wear it a little bit open, but we're giving you the 4th button just in case. And I have shortened the sleeves and added a cuff to it. So those are the changes. It's a simple amount of changes. We're keeping it simple for the summer. We know that people are outside more and doing more things and getting ready for fall and all of that. So this is our last kind of summer project, and then we head into fall. So I hope you will join for the monthly class of the Riviera Pullover, where of course if you're a yearly member, you already have it. You received information about that today, as a matter of fact. So today is the official launch. I'm wearing this with Hudson pants in a mixture of linen and cotton, a little railroad stripe that I think I introduced a couple of weeks ago on this same kind of program. So we have 3 kits. We have this colorway, which is the mustard. We have a sienna red combination, a black and white combination, and of course the mustard. And you get your thread, your 4 buttons, all of it included in the kit. So grab your kit today. We always get close to running out of kits, and it's great to get them early. The fabric is an Ecovero viscose, which is a sustainable form of making rayon. It has some linen in it, and we get it from Denmark. So it's a really special fabric, and we hope you enjoy the project. I'm going to introduce Alex and Betsy. Today is a really cool day. We're going to be seeing the results of our Instagram challenge that happened during the month of July. I remember this all happened when I was gone, and Betsy and Alex introduced this concept of making garments inspired by a particular artist and posting them either as a mood board or garment or whatever on Instagram. So we've had lots of entries. They're going to explain the whole thing to you again, show you the results of this contest, and then at the end of this session we will announce the winner. So carry on, you guys.
All right, everyone. Hi, good to see you. We're all looking great today, I think, because we have fresh outfits on. I don't know when you made yours, Betsy, but I made mine Sunday. So
I made mine last week.
I had to be on time to submit to the challenge. Don't worry, I'm not gonna win or anything, but this was fun to make. I'm wearing my inspirational piece. If you remember a few weeks, maybe about a month ago, we did a live and I saw a painting from Naomi with a stripy jug. And I saw that stripy jug and we had this black and white stripe, or no, sorry, red and white stripe. And I thought this has to be pants. So I made the red and white pants. So I see a thread on it that hopefully you guys can't see on the live stream. I'll get that off later. But I made the Valencia pants, which were perfect for this striped fabric because I didn't have to match the side seams. It's a 1-seam pant. that's just here. And I made a size large, and what did I do? I made it true to the pattern. I love the length. I guess I did measure for length to make sure I liked it. Love the Valencia pants. And then for the top, for the inspiration image, I saw this Faces knit. And then I thought, well, I'm going to use the popular Faces knits and mix it with this other knit to kind of use as what I saw for her photo. So this is my Naomi look, and I love it. I walked in a coffee shop today, and everyone was looking at me, and I was like, great, that means I'm dressed well.
When everyone looks, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
As you remember, so everyone's been posting their Naomi challenges on Instagram, and we're going to show you most of them right now. This is mine. So before I tell you what the pattern is, I want to give you a couple minutes to maybe guess what it is. I was inspired by a painting called Weekend Table, which I think Erin's going to pop up on right now. And so you can see it's two ladies sitting at a table, one's reading a gardening book, so of course I, got into that. But it's got some beautiful florals and colors, and when I saw it, I really thought of this fabric that I'm wearing right now, which is a really lightweight cotton fabric. Almost semi-sheer, but you tell me, see what you can see through this dress. So I almost made, and if you saw that image, you'll see that it actually has a very similar top to the Bristol. Like it has kind of a white yoke that I thought was very Bristol-like. But because I wanted to use a woven, I decided to use the sterling jacket to make a dress. Now the sterling jacket does not look like a dress at all. This is the sterling jacket. It was a So Confident workshop from January of 2022. I think that was Series 10. It's got this really great collar, a front button placket, a little bit of a peplum, and these great sleeves. But for some reason, I've always thought that this would make a really good dress. Very simple, just to throw on in the morning. So I did that. I found the center front, got rid of the collar, lengthened the whole thing. If you're interested, I could put together a blog post if you would also like to make your own sterling dress. I'm going to hand this off. So this is what it turned into. Of course, I had to have a belt because I love a belt. But I felt like I was missing the white collar part of the image. So I made this removable collar that you can wear with anything. And then I added two little vintage buttons to it because it needed a little pop. So that's what I chose for my Naomi challenge. There were so many images to choose from.
So many.
Like the colors and the patterns, every painting had something else that you could really pick and choose from. So it was hard to narrow it down.
Yes, good job everyone. Truly amazing to see what everyone did.
It was so fun to see everyone who either just went from the color and found a little something, or we had people replicate paintings on the back of jackets. It's a huge, broad arrangement of like different inspirations and how it came through. And so we were going to share that with you in a slideshow now. Yay! So as a reminder, this is what we started with. We found artist Naomi Munuo on the Liberty of London website, and we fell in love with her work. And so everyone had to choose a painting of hers and then either make a garment or a mood board and share it with us on our Instagram. This was just the, the rules of the challenge and the giveaway. So Nancy here made some beautiful West End pants and a top. And I love the colors she pulled from that painting.
Can't forget the necklace too. Amazing how all these looks really pulled together in a lot of different ways. I mean, people had accessories, there were gloves, there were all kinds of things. So great job, Nancy.
Love this splice top from Alita. And that's one of our fabrics.
I think it's fun how people added the accessories, the pins, the necklaces, and that's how they tied in maybe a sort of a color that you might not think of, something unexpected.
And I like how she pulled in the tablecloth in her splice.
Yeah, exactly.
And Nutting, of course, makes the most beautiful garments. And this, I believe, was a Riviera.
She maybe have been practicing for
Yeah.
it this month. Yeah.
She had a ahead of the time. So Anne, we've got two looks, the trio tee and the pencil pants, and I like how she drew out her fashion illustration first to kind of get an idea of what she wanted to make.
Did her own croquis.
Arlene, when she emailed this image to me, she said she saw that painting and it was the chair that really stood out to her, and she said, I knew I had a fabric in my stash that looked just like it. So she pulled that out.
Yeah, sometimes you're looking at a major image and then you see something behind it, and that's what you draw from.
Another Betsy, I love how she used the neutrals and then got that pink floral pop out from the under the Bristol.
Well, on the pink pillow on the chair.
Yep. People really styled these well too. Deborah pulled a gardenia blouse and those incredibly beautiful blue urban pants, and I think that really pops out that blue on the chair.
But it's the whole setting too that was, I think, inspired by the setting of the painting.
Yeah.
And even the modeled ground.
The shadows, everything. It's a great photo.
Yeah.
Bonnie got into the Eureka top, and she really worked with color on this one.
Yeah, that fabric really matches that painting. It's a perfect match. Great job, Bonnie.
And then she pulled out scarves to bring in the rest of the fabric, or the rest of the colors.
Well, and then the floor, you know, the geometric pattern on the floor and the fabric of the pants.
This one was fun. I saw this and I thought, oh, how creative, because she took the London shirt and appliqued on top of it, kind of in the same effect as this vase. You can't see the full vase in this photo that Naomi did, but, you know, just taking kind of elements of this with color and appliquing a piece on the shoulder. Really nice.
Teresa's another one who did full styling. She even arranged herself as the woman in the photo, and she did a great job. I love this top.
Oh, I just noticed that. You're right.
Yeah.
She is sitting like her. My knees are hurting so bad these days, I couldn't imagine sitting like that. But great job, Teresa. That's all I could think about when I saw this photo.
Way to be bendy. And so this is our first mood board that we've seen, and I think she did a wonderful job taking the essence of that painting and making it into perspective ensembles.
So she took the illustrations of the pattern and then actually on her computer put in the colors and the patterns. Something I need to learn how to do.
We can teach you.
Yeah.
Well, it's a really nice way to plan out an outfit.
Yeah, use our technical illustrations. That's what they're there for. Roxanne used a panel fabric that she had and did a wonderful collage, I think, that really speaks to what the painting itself is. And I love that she put it in front of that quilt because it adds that extra detail to it.
I've noticed that in a lot of Naomi's paintings there are a lot of ferns, big leafed ferns. You'll see that more and more.
Helen was another full style. I love that she brought out the bowl of lemons, but that Cortona shirt is so beautiful. That blue is just a really great.
Well, that's an interesting way to pull out the blue, is just the blue of the background without emulating the actual pattern of it. And then the yellow, instead of wearing the yellow, it's more of an accent.
And the green is just in the setting. It's great.
Exactly.
Well, and then she has a beautiful brooch or pin there. I think if she made that, that's fantastic.
I think she did.
Of course.
Of course she did. Jean Stanley. I think Jean Stanley said she dyed that fabric, over-dyed the fabric, and then made her cottage shirt, and it is lovely.
And it's lined in that, or there's a facing with this paisley. How fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think Kathleen was a rave on Instagram because not only did she pull out the colors of the painting, but she went all the way even with her yellow gloves, which are kitchen gloves.
Yeah, there was a lot of conversation about that on the Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
So cute.
Yeah, that's pulling all the elements together of color and pattern.
Mm-hmm. As Kathleen.
She
can
didn't
do.
dye her hair dark, though.
No.
No.
That would have really put her over the top.
Yeah.
This I thought was really fun because the illustration that she used from Naomi is a little bit of a different style from the rest of her paintings. And I like how Rhonda incorporated that sketchiness into her garments.
Yeah, I had to do a double take on that because I hadn't seen that style from Naomi, but great to choose that and then know that you either bought that fabric or had that fabric that really looks very much like it.
Mm-hmm. I did hear from a lot of people that the challenge was a great stash buster because it inspired them to see what they've got that matched the painting.
And not everyone used Naomi's kind of typical maybe faces or flowers. There are lots of ranges of what people picked from, which is cool.
Sue did a really nice job here, again, picking out the colors. And I think she said that she worked into her stash. And I love that 6 cent skirt that she put with it.
Yeah, and against that brick background, which also has some of those same eggplant, lavender, gray tones that pick up the background of the painting.
Mm-hmm. This is a great piece too.
You can't see it, but the skirt is the Edgewater skirt in the stripe. So she's pulled out the stripe of the vase, which is a little bit subtle in the photograph, but in real life you would really see that.
Mm-hmm.
And then added that yellow scarf, which you might not do if you were just thinking about wearing a pink top with the striped skirt.
And this is one of the ET sleeve variations, which looks great.
Yeah. Love this one. This is a really great 9 Lives, which we haven't seen yet. And a wonderful interpretation of color. And those paints are really interesting. And they really pick up like the brush strokes that you see in the painting.
This is the same painting that we saw a little bit ago where she had the turquoise aqua top and then just holding the bowl of lemon. So now this is a completely different interpretation of it. And the close-up of the hand stitching, sashiko type stitching, it, I think, emulates the looseness of the background of that.
Mm-hmm.
And she did pick up the yellow in her shoes.
She did.
That's right. There it is.
This is a really funny piece. The fabric itself is great because it has different colored backgrounds. You'll actually see it a little bit later today.
Yeah, remember this because I'm going to show this fabric later on.
And the fashion illustration, she had her granddaughter do that because her granddaughter is an artist.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so it was fun that she incorporated her into her project.
So we have the dark background and the dark pants, and yet the pants have that same sort of linear look as whatever the top of that that model has on, long-necked model.
And this look it's multiple looks because, you know, you've got,
Right.
you know, a mini wardrobe there with 3 tops that go with those pants.
This is fun and colorful.
Well, the hibiscus shirt is a great way to combine multiple fabrics. But yes, the print of that fabric really looks like the floral of that. And then, of course, the check was the perfect addition for the peplums of the hibiscus. It looked like the tablecloth.
And I like how she combined the slightly more formal hibiscus kind of button-down shirt with the more casual maison pants.
Exactly.
I feel like that's not something that we've done very often, but maybe we need to kind of look into mixing those styles.
Yep.
Oh, this is a great one. I mean, talk about interpretation. She recreated the painting on the back of her Liberty shirt.
Yeah, it would be, what we don't know, I don't think, is whether it's raw edge applique or
She didn't say.
hand stitched or machine stitched, but it appears to be maybe machine stitched.
Yeah, kind of pieced and machine stitched, but it's beautiful job.
I think this is pretty interesting, the way she has styled this against a very simple dark background, and the painting is just this simple vase in the same form as she's standing, in a way. If you look at the handle and the way everything is put together, it's really cool.
And note the Picasso pants without the bottom lantern leg. They're just straight down, which I thought
I've
was
seen that,
very
and those
interesting.
insertions
Yep.
that add the stripes like the vase. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it is an interesting use of Picasso.
Well, again, same flowers that we saw in a previous painting, but we have a similar fabric for the pants that really pulls out the looseness of the line work in the painting. And then the red is brought out in the trim on the sleeve and the neck.
Yeah.
I love seeing the paintings that people are drawn to, like when you see multiple, paintings from different people. I think that's really neat.
Yeah. This is fun. The pink, I love this fabric anyway, the pink and white stripe. So they're the Chesney pants.
We're in the striped pants club, Meg.
Exactly. But look at that top. That really does feel like the top in the painting.
And notice she did the facing on the outside of the splice at the neckline.
That's inspired by you. That's right.
I'll take that.
That's right. And then the insert looks like the background in the painting.
She just needs a tiger.
That's right.
So this is a throwback. This top was made from the Cascade dress, which is an older pattern.
Right. We don't have this pattern anymore. Maybe we should rethink it. But yeah, it took me a moment to recognize what top that was, but I figured it had to be the Cascade. But all that explosion of color and pattern and pulling out the same colors as in the painting. And then the stripe skirt, I guess it is, which kind of is kind of fern-like. There's more ferns. Look, she's hung I don't know how she styled this exactly, whether that was kind of set up or that's the way it looks, but I love that fern hanging down because that's exactly what we're talking about. But you might not think to put an orange ikat top, mix it tank under this more turquoise top or jacket. I love that.
But I think the almost neutral band on the Ikena blends those two together, so they're not too much next to each other.
Exactly.
I know, I love how she not only does her surroundings emulate the painting, but I feel like her whole essence just captures the feeling of the painting as well. I think she really pulled that off elegantly.
So actually, I think that's the Sienna shirt.
Oh, you're probably right.
I think it is the
I
Sienna
think it's the
shirt.
Sienna shirt.
They probably
it's
got
not the
copy and
Liberty
pasted.
But it looks great, and I love how the Sienna is another great top that you can mix different prints in, kind of in one piece, super easily.
Right, so I like the way that pulls out the sort of the center of the area rug with the chair as the sleeves.
That's how I sit at home after work.
Right. Midriff and all, huh?
Yeah. Let's change into her crop top.
Right.
This
here's
is the cottage shirt, and the print is just phenomenal. It's so bright and bold, and really picks up the colors of those paintings. It's a vacation top.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is interesting because she's pulled the background into her top, and then the print for the pants is that leafy, big leafed, bold print like the painting.
Mm-hmm. And that's a great way to bring in a big print. If you're uncomfortable with having it on your top, put it in your pants.
Right.
Great use of color too.
Mm-hmm. Margaret did two. She did, I think, 2 ETs. And I love the polka dot one, how it brings out, pulls from that painting. And then I think the top one really speaks to the background of that image with the geometric print.
Another lounging one.
Another lounging one.
Yep. Pillow and all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that linen print. I remember when we had that linen print. I think that's a great fabric
Mm-hmm.
with her Hudson pants.
This one, I don't think she posted the painting that she was inspired from, but she did the West End jacket. We haven't seen a West End, but she did some nice fabric combinations on that.
Well, that's that maximalist look that we were talking about last week with Samantha, where you make the top and the bottom out of the same fabric.
Mm-hmm. Cute.
It's fun.
So we've got another mood board here, and she really showed her different images. She used the technical drawings, and then she put her final garments with it. And I like how she chose one of those sketchy paintings. We haven't seen a lot of those. I think one other one. But it really works with her color palette that she ended up with. This is a great one. That fabric for the Picasso pants is super fun. And you can so easily see where she, came up with that palette from the painting.
That's a great border print on those Chesney pants.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really fantastic. And then just a more neutral mix-it tank on top. And I think sometimes, just pulling the aspects of the paintings that you really love and that you're really drawn to, the blues, the teals, I think that she did a great job with that.
This is a nice one too, and you can see she was inspired by last week's Facebook to do ruching on the side of her shirt, and then she paired it with the Picasso pants, which look like they do not have the lantern. Do they have the lantern, or are they just shortened? I'd have to look and see.
Those actually might be Hudson pants.
Oh, okay.
I don't know for sure. Do I see a dart there? Maybe. I'm not sure. Well, that's an inseam. I don't know. No, she has Picasso pants there. That's right.
Right.
Okay.
And the top is, I remember reading it was a purchase top, but I love that she still wanted to do something with it, make it, and like you said, inspired by Samantha's ruching. So to jazz it up a little bit, she did that to a purchase top.
That's a
which I think
great
is great.
idea.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the stripy jug.
Yeah,
That's right.
but in a totally different way.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
you can see what she picked out of all 3 paintings in the different fabric of her shirt. It's fun.
Naomi does use a lot of stripes. Not necessarily even stripes or perfect stripes, but interesting combinations of painterly stripes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I love this one because the painting has a cat in it, and so does the jacket. So I love how she put them on the pockets of the Ikena. So cute.
I worked with that same piece and tried desperately to bring the cats in, and I just couldn't figure out how to do it.
Well, now you know. Next time. So Stephanie went above and beyond. She has made put together loads of different ensembles.
So we have multiple pages here because she sent us so many amazing photos, like using a combination of Maison, Gardenia, your Ruffled Zane, Betsy, Venice, Getaway, Tremont, Charlie Bomber. So she really, used so many of our patterns. So we'll show you the multiple slides here.
I think one of my favorite parts also are the shoes. If you look closely, she's got different variations of striped shoes.
I love her use of color and print.
That Charlie Bomber is great.
She's not afraid of the prints. And then I was like, wow, a black shirt.
But with a fun back, yeah.
Right, exactly.
So we've got back to Lynn, and she did a lovely, really warm, she didn't go, well, it might be full red, it might just be the image that makes it look a little bit pinker. But, you pick up the solid red in the pants from the tablecloth, and then add the print on top.
And she has another one here. This time she did a Eureka and West End pants. And I love that print, that very graphic print of the pants. I think that's a great neutral print that you could wear with just about anything.
So we've got some different mood boards here that she put together. And I'd like to see these come to fruition because I love the fabric. I think it'd be really fun to see these.
We've got the lotus skirt in there. That would be fun to see.
And a nice gardenia dress. So hopefully we'll see one or two in person someday.
I love this one. I think this would be really, again, fun to see made up. I love the color blocking and the stripe and check fabrics combined with the bold green and pink. Oh, those are fun pants. Love that. That's a great job of just combining your colors and combination that.
Yeah, she created a whole color spectrum.
Yeah, I like that she pulled that out, which also helps you to pick out your fabric. So, nice job. This is a nice one. You got a full ensemble. Very similar color story to the image.
I don't know if the pants were meant to be sort of taken from the skin tone, but that's how it reads to me.
Yeah. Another stripy jug, Alex.
Another stripy jug. Great job, Barbara. This
Yeah.
is kind of just pulling the colors in of that jug and breaking it up with the Noto tee underneath. I'm not familiar with the three-fold vest.
That's actually, when I first looked at it, I thought it was the Nico pattern, but when she emailed and was talking about it, she said the three-fold vest.
Well,
But that
I
was my
looked at it and
first-
thought it was the Deja Vu.
Oh, okay.
So, but yes, it does have a similarity to the Nico, doesn't it?
And she was trying to do a project without trying to use all the fabric that she had. So she was
Oh.
piecing and she was working with the fabric that she had. So I thought that was
And look
a
at the
neat
different
project.
textures of the background that she's standing against, the floor and the two walls.
And the blue stripe that is made by her outfit.
Exactly.
Beautiful. We've got another,
Nice pose.
yeah, another pose.
With the shoes on the floor and
I know.
everything.
Exactly.
Those are fantastic.
Great job,
shoes.
Julia.
Great shoes, by the way.
Yeah.
I know I was positioning that on the page and I was getting ready to crop it in so you could see more of her, but then I was like, I can't leave those shoes out.
Yeah.
Those are so
And
good.
then again, against the glass windows, sort of reminiscent of the painting in the painting in the painting.
And then, I don't know, it's hard to see, but it looks like she's added either a pocket or an applique detail to her splice shirt, which was fun fabric
Yeah,
anyway. I think
it
it's
is.
90 euro fabric, but then she added that little detail, which is cool.
Yeah, great job, Julia.
And Charlotte did a fun swing tee with a little pocket. And I love how she pulled out the colors and she mixed prints. So you've got the brighter red, which you could see in the background of the painting, but the sleeves are a little bit darker, which speaks to the garment that the woman in the painting is wearing.
So that is the presentation. That's all of the entries that we gathered. Hopefully we got everybody. But
I
that
think
was
so,
a lot
yeah.
it's a lot of entries. It was amazing to go through those.
It was a lot of entries. It was really fun to see. If for some reason you entered and it's not on the slideshow, let me know, because I am going to post these on the blog and we don't want to leave anybody out. But I searched and searched on Instagram and I think I got everybody. It was hard to...
Some of you emailed us and called us to make sure you were included, and it's very possible when we put this together as a final presentation, there could be a few more.
Yeah. So please let me know if we missed you somehow.
Right,
but
we apologize. But we were trying to gather everybody as best as we could. And if we haven't posted something, on Instagram, that's why I wanted to put together this presentation, is so that we could get everybody included. So we will put you in there if we happen to miss out on anyone.
And so to everyone who submitted, you guys are going to be receiving a 25% off discount code, and you will be emailed that later on in the week. And we want to show you our winner that we've selected. The winner is getting a $100 gift certificate. So congratulations to Ruth. We will be emailing you details for that. So thank you to everyone again who submitted and who participated in this challenge. Lots of comments on Facebook and YouTube about just the fabulous inspiration, fabulous ideas, great talent. So you all should be feeling very proud of yourselves.
Yeah, and if you love the challenge, let us know. We'll think about doing more in the future, because it was just as fun for us as it hopefully was for you. Really gives us something to think about.
Okay, we're gonna go back to Linda and the
All right.
fabrics
Well,
over
I
here.
put together some fabrics based on 2 more images, one of which we've seen. I don't think we saw the other one. So let's start with, we'll start with this one. I think they're going to put the image up on the screen for you. So this is the one with the cat, and I don't have a cat that I can bring to the set. And I didn't have any cat fabric exactly, but I was inspired by the quote, called a tablecloth or a piece of fabric. And so over here we have the orange background fabric, and it's not cats, but it's pheasants, okay? It's, cats love to chase birds. It was the closest I could get. And then I decided to add this fabric for some pants, and this as a jacket, and this is some option for some tops. So let's start with the pants. The Hollywood pants are our most tailored pant with a fly front and waistband, no elastic, tapered leg, and a couple of pockets in the front, pocket in the back. So for me, that is this beautiful linen, and this is the kind of linen that goes into fall. This is all linen, but it has a twill weave to it, and it's fairly hardy, but it's still very drapey. So make some pants, doesn't matter really what pattern, but pants out of this. And then this could be a mix-it top. Boy, I don't know what's wrong with my voice today. I'm so sorry. It's got to be driving you crazy is driving me crazy. So make a simple top, the mix-it top out of this all cotton pheasant fabric. And then I'm thinking of a crossroads jacket in a short version in this fine pinwheel corduroy. This happens to be the same jacket that we used in January of So Confident for the Now jackets. It's so drapey, but it is corduroy. It has a nice suede-like finish to it, and the corduroy is so fine that you don't really see it as a corduroy from much of a distance. And then I was thinking as another option, you could use this fabric as a tank or a top. The Mix-It pattern has actually 3 variations in it. It has a top and a tank and another shirt, which I'm not showing, but this fabric or this fabric could be either one of these to wear with a jacket. And then another idea for a jacket would be the pearl jacket, nice loose, almost sweater-like jacket in this crochet-like fabric. This is all polyester, so it's going to hold its shape. I love this. This is brand new to us. In fact, a few of these are. So that's my palette that looks like the cat version. Put it that way, I guess. All right, for the other version, when I first saw this painting, I was looking at the drawers of the cabinet and immediately thought of the Crossroads shirt as a jacket where I could use these 3 linens. The off-white, sort of that camel-like color, camel color and black. It's already segmented. You know, for the other version I showed you, it's the same jacket. It just doesn't have the segments to it. The layers, the piecing, whatever you want to call it. So a jacket out of the 3 linens in the solid colors. And you've already seen the pants. I have this fabric on my cutting table at home, and I keep thinking it's my next project, but I always get interrupted. But I am going to make a pair of pants out of this. Thank you very much. So make some pants to go with this, in this black linen with the white plaid. The Hollywood's is my favorite, really, with it. I like the idea of this tapered, tailored look with the Crossroads jacket. And then for a couple of tops or tanks, this, to me, brought out all the colors that I needed from that painting. Brought out the lime green, there was aqua, sea, Mediterranean sea tones, and then if you wanted to, there's a little bit of red orange on that vase, the neck of the vase. You can pull that in, or of course you can eliminate it if you don't really like that. But that just said it all to me, that leafy, Naomi does a lot of things with leaves and ferns and vegetation, and to me that this fabric was just perfect for that. I know that someone used it and pieced it in the challenge for I think it was a Eureka or something like that, I can't remember, but it was a nice top. And then this is a linen gauze, a crinkled linen gauze, that when washed would get pretty soft and even more crinkled, and it'd make a great tank to wear under this. So you could eliminate the print and have just this beautiful tonal, neutral ensemble, or you could pop it with a bit of color under the jacket. So those were the 2 groups of fabric that I put together to go with the 2 paintings by Naomi. All right. Before we kind of end this, do we have any questions about anything? I don't know if we're going to be able to answer very many relating to the Instagram challenge, but we'll see what we can do.
I'm sure we have some questions. Do you see some, Alex?
Yeah, can you explain the difference between the Ann's tank and the Mix-It tank?
Oh, yes. The Mix-It tank can be made in a woven or a knit. It has finished edges, bound edges, and it has a squared off bottom. To me, this is just sort of a normal tank. Now, the Anne's tank was presumed to be made in a knit only, and it has vent openings at the side with some tails, and we leave the edges raw around the neck and the arm side. I'm going to have somebody else take over because obviously nobody wants to listen to this. Would anyone else like to answer the questions?
I'll come in.
We do have people wanting to see the back of your shirt, Linda, so if you could just
Okay.
And we
pose
had
for
someone
us.
who wanted you to stand in front of this so you
Oh,
could match the
yes.
mustard.
I'll do that.
That actually works.
It does.
Does it?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, you could make a jacket out of it, or pants. This would make great pants too. Or you could reverse it. You could do Riviera top, pants, like this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right. I saw that there was a request to see the crossroads again. So I'm going to bring that out. And so you can see the different panels in the shirt. And what's really fantastic is that the pockets and the buttons are in the like the seam basically of the panels. That's a really nifty little detail that we like. What other questions do we have? See if I can answer them.
Yeah, really, this has just been a lot of comments about people feeling inspired. There's people saying they're going to leave and go make a garment because of today's presentation. So
Excellent.
lots of inspiration and just great outfit ideas. And people want to do more challenges.
Well, we can come up with more challenges. And I do think we should take a second to thank Naomi Munuo, who allowed us to share her paintings far and wide. And if you have been following along on Instagram, she has looked at and liked everybody's post. She has followed the challenge as well. And there was an interesting post that she made a couple weeks ago where she shared some garment ideas that she had done when she was in school at, I think, Central St. Martin's. So I think she studied fashion herself, maybe a little bit before she got into painting. So thank you to Naomi for letting us use your art as our inspiration.
I think it's regarding the jacket. Is this the old Mizuno?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And then is Linda's Riviera hem cut differently from the photos we've seen? It is not.
It is not.
We, like we said in the very beginning, we just launched our Riviera Pullover online workshop today. So you can purchase the class to learn how to make Linda's shirt for $50, where you're gonna get a video and Q&A access, and you'll even have access to a kit. So we just also put the kits on sale that she showed earlier in the show. So we have 3 different colorways, but Linda did make it based on the pattern alterations we did this month. So.
Sorry, it's not a graceful way to show a kit, but yeah, we have the, I'm gonna come up close so you can see it. We call it sienna red. It's got like a touch of brown to it if you're a brown person. And then of course the gold, and then, I mean, like you just can't go wrong with black and white. Goes with everything. Goes with everything. Do we have any other questions?
I don't think so.
All right.
I don't
Well,
think so.
I think that's it for today. Again, everyone.
It's on sale.
Oh yeah, I guess we could tell you what's on sale. So all of the fabrics behind me, the Crossroads
Plus your
pattern,
full
which is a PDF, the Hollywood pants pattern, which is a PDF, the Mix It, which is a print, and the Mix It top is available as a PDF as well. But remember, the Mix It printed pattern has all 3 shirts. So, I mean, you might just go with that. The Pearl and Opal pattern, the Maison top and joggers, which is both PDF and printed, and the Valencia pants PDF, and the Sterling. So you can figure out how to make your own dress. We're being pointed at something. Oh, yes. There's people pointing in the background. And then Alex's red and white striped fabric. And actually my fabric is also on sale. It's just not on the wall. And I think that's it.
If anyone gets this striped red and white fabric, we can be the red and white striped pants club. and so get it while it's here. before
Yeah,
it's
there's not
gone.
much left actually, so you might want to jump on that. And everyone who entered, thank you very much. We will be in touch with your discount code, and Ruth will be in touch about your gift certificate, and congratulations. Thank you so much, and we will see you all